I'm out here in the woods on Oolagah, Oklahoma, with red dirt digger over there in the trees, and somewhere around here Tulsa pull tab finder and tuna can. And this is an old trail that runs down through these woods that goes down to a ford crossing. Was told by the landowners, which is actually my Aunt Carolyn, Uncle Ted, that this trail was used going back and forth to a coal mine that's not too far from here, for the old wagons. Anyway, one thing I found so far is some shotgun shells, and I did find these two pieces of lead. Looks like old camp lead. So if I find anything else good, I'll get back with you. Still out here with Tulsa pull tab finder, and they're all way back off that way, and red dirt digger and tuna can. Man, I don't know where he's at. Just dug up a old pocket watch. Looked pretty shiny on the edge, but it did a little rubbing on that, and I believe it's plated. So still pretty cool find. I'll get back with you if I find something else. Here's the birthplace of Will Rogers with Tulsa pull tab finder, tuna can, and red dirt digger. And we're going to do some digging here today, thanks to my Aunt Carolyn. We'll get with you if I find something. Hey guys, we're out here on the Will Rogers Ranch, close to the lake, right on the lake. The groundskeeper showed us where there's an old foundation right here. Tulsa pull tab finder's already found a wheat and a buffalo nickel right on the surface, and red dirt digger just found a Colorado tax token, and I just found a 1942 wheat. Looks like it's in really good shape. Anyway, find something else, get back with you. Good surface find. Just found two axe heads laying right on top of the ground, and looks like a piece of an old wood stove maybe. Hey everybody, back with you later. I just wanted to do a wrap-up video from our November 30th hunt in Oolagah, Oklahoma, and got to go out on the Will Rogers birthplace ranch. It was an amazing day. Had some awful good times with some great friends, and some pretty cool finds. Go through them real quick. This is just an old, like, aluminum comb or something. All this stuff you see here was found on my wife's great aunt and uncle's place, my Aunt Carolyn and Uncle Ted. They were gracious enough to show us around their place and let us do some digging there. It's kind of back behind the place is a pretty good sized creek that runs through, and there was a lot of people done some hunting back there. As you can tell, there's a lot of old shotgun shells. That one was flattened out on a trail that's actually that goes down to an old ford on that river. So some of these are older, some of them aren't quite as old. This one, as you can tell, is a taller one that's not as old. Just found things like this. It looks like a lead pellet. Did find this old lock frame. It's not super old, but it was an older one. On the trail that goes down to the ford, I did find some of this camp lead, a few pieces of it. And I also found this old pocket watch. Even found the winder went on the top of it. As you can see, it's just silver plated, like copper. Kind of was coming apart as it came out of the hole. Right before I found the pocket watch, I found the bezel to the front of it. So it was a pretty cool find. Then after we hunted there, we went to lunch and had some great laughs, and then went on out to the birthplace of Will Rogers. Some of the things I found out there Of course, you know, the place we went was right down on the lake. The caretaker had just the day before had found a foundation to an old building that was down by the lake that he said he had never seen before. So it was just a treasure trove. It was virgin ground. There were old coins laying on top of the ground. So some of the other guys that were digging with, the Red Dirt Digger, Tulsa Pull Tab Finder, and G-Man, also known as Tuna Can, we dug like crazy down there and had some pretty cool finds. Of course, you can't dig down by the lake without finding some gray matter. And then I found this old copper rivet. It was pretty neat, probably off of maybe a saddle. Piece of an old Pond's cold cream jar. This is a piece of the porcelain that's on the inside of the old mason jar lids. This piece of purple glass. You can tell it was hand blown old bottle. The top of it actually had a long neck on it. Tulsa Pull Tab Finder actually found it right at the same time I was finding this. These were like surface finds. And of course, a lot of this is not even metal because there was stuff just everywhere. This is actually one of these, but it's a whole one, a little bit smaller. It's the porcelain that goes on the inside of the ball and cur and mason jar lids. Mason's more what they had back then. This is a really old one. And then my coin find, which I've already cleaned up and put in this flip, was a 1942D wheatback penny. So it's not like a key date. Wouldn't be nothing special other than the fact that it was found on the Will Rogers Ranch. So I wanted to put in this and preserve it. It's something that's special to me. And some of the other things we also found was Red Dirt Digger found a really cool child's spur that was in great condition. And while Tulsa Pull Tab Finder was filming that, right when he finished, I reached over and just kicked some dirt because I thought I saw something, and kicked up a horseshoe. It was a cleated horseshoe. The spur and my horseshoe and a mule shoe that Tulsa Pull Tab Finder had, and 2 axe heads that were surface finds that I found, we gave to the groundskeeper, and he's going to build shadow boxes and put together a display of some of this stuff. It is at the birthplace of Will Rogers, so we kind of felt like you know, some of those items like the spur and the horseshoes and stuff belonged out there to be on display. So anyway, it was an awesome day. I have to say thank you again to my Aunt Carolyn. She took us out and showed us some great places to hunt, and we got some really neat finds and had just a awesome time. It doesn't get a whole lot better than that. I hope we get to do it again soon and go out there and find some more things. Take care.